Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 219 of Report This Post, the podcast about bad posts and bad people. My name is Geiger, and that is Christian.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
And we're your hosts with the post. Every week, Christian, myself, or a listener select a different topic and then find horrible posts for your listening pleasure. And this week's topic, as chosen by us, is Martin Scorsese.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Or as a good old-fashioned Americans call him, Martin Scorsese.
That's what I call him, and I guess I'm wrong.
Old Marty is officially old because last week he turned 80 years old.
Correct. Yeah.
That's why we're doing this episode.
Is that why?
It's
No,
certainly
it sounds
not just
good.
a coincidence.
Sounds good.
But it worked out just fine. Marty Scorsese, director of, so many great films. You got your Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, Wolf of Wall Street, The Departed, Irishman, Shutter Island, Raging Bull, didn't even mention, Casino, King of Comedy.
The Color of Money.
And yes, and there's about 40 other ones that I haven't even seen. And from what I understand, a lot of them are actually good. Just haven't gotten around to it yet.
There's a lot of stuff to, just lots of stuff to going on. Can't just sit down and watch Martin Scorsese movies all the time. Although it appears that that's what 90% of the guys online do. So
that is true. It is quite the popular thing, the popular topic. And a lot of it is because a lot of recent discourse is because of a comment that Mr. Scorsese said regarding Marvel movies. Here's what we said. This quote will influence a couple posts in this episode, so might as well get it out of the way now. I said this about Marvel movies. That's not cinema. Honestly, the closest I can think of them, as well made as they are, with actors doing the best they can under the circumstances, is theme parks. It isn't the cinema of human beings trying to convey emotional, psychological experiences to another human being. Now, naturally, that pissed off quite a few folks on the internet. Created a lot of fun threads and every website. And that's in addition to just all the takes about his movies in general. So,
but they run the gamut. Let me tell you, saw some real stinkers for this one, folks.
Yeah,
gather them to share with you.
Yeah, can't you just like the movie or not like the movies? Just shut the fuck up about it.
What does cause people to write a 219 tweet thread about James Cameron's the new one everybody's mad at for some reason.
Good.
But
is it because the runtime for the new Avatar movie was announced and it's 3 hours and 10 minutes long?
No, but is
I am so excited for that. Yeah.
No, but now I am mad at him for that. So great. Okay, cool.
I'm way too excited about seeing.
Got to bring one of those big thermoses of hot coffee for the fucking showing of Avatar: The Way of Water. Only in theaters. December whatever.
15th.
Thanks to Jim Cameron for sponsoring this episode.
Oh, and you're on first name basis with Mr. Cameron as well, just like with Marty. Okay.
I've been passed around the Hollywood circle a bit, if you know what I mean.
Guillermo del Toro says he saw the new Avatar and he says it's a master at the peak of his powers. So sounds pretty good to me. We're pretty excited about it over here at Report This Post Studios. We're gonna go see it hand in hand, gland in gland. We're gonna have a great time.
Oh, God.
But we'll talk about Avatar at a later date, I'm guessing. In the meantime, why don't we stay on course with Marty Scorsese now? What's your favorite films from the guy, if any? Maybe you're one of these. Now you're you're a big cop. Maybe you're upset at him now.
No.
Okay.
My favorite Scorsese movie is The Color of Money. That's one of my favorite movies, actually. Of all time. Followed behind by Goodfellas, Cape Fear, Gangs of New York, which is also very, very long.
Gangs of New York, criminally underrated, I feel. I've always liked that movie. People don't like it, but to me, it's along the lines of Goodfellas. It's just something you can just watch.
Yeah, it's a long story. It's a good story. It's really, really well written. Very interesting and good acting within it.
Yeah. Well,
but I don't really like Taxi Driver.
Why is that problematic?
No, not as problematic. I just think it's fucking boring. I think it's boring, and I think it's been ruined by all the different, just all the different takes on it. So, again, you don't have to say what you're thinking about every movie, which what I'm doing right now. Okay,
yeah, that's true. But at least you're just like, I don't like it, and then we move on.
That's true. There's no real. I just don't like it.
It's quite a bit of a Taxi Driver takes on this episode, so looking forward to those. I'm Goodfellas, great movie. What else is he talking about? All those other ones we talked about, I enjoy those too. No, I can't think of anything, even though we just went over all of them. Irishman, I enjoyed ish. Wolf of Wall Street, it's a lot of fun. Shutter Island, I actually recently rewatched probably like a month ago. Really enjoyed that one. The Departed, a lot of fun. Casino is just warmed over Goodfellas, but it's still fun.
I've never seen Casino.
You've seen Goodfellas? It's basically the same thing.
Okay, all right.
But with shittier acting, but still fun.
The same guys, just shittier acting. Okay, got it.
If you like the whole Goodfellas vibe, then you'll like that one. So, but yeah, Color of Money, never saw that one. You talked about Color of Money on another podcast, I think, right?
I did. I went over on the Soundtracker with Eric Peacock and talked about it over there.
Yeah, go look that one up. The Soundtrack podcast. Christian was a guest. He talked about a Scorsese movie, so that's something.
Yeah, well, we won't link to it or anything. It's fine.
Okay. So we chose this episode topic, but listeners can choose an episode topic. Go to patreon.com/report this post. If you join our Patreon, not only do you get the full episode of this show every week, you get bonus episodes every week. And then if you choose at the mod or the admin level, you get to choose an episode topic after a spell.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just head over to reportthispost.com, hit that buy topic button, and you'll notice the topics right now are 50% off for the holidays. We've had a whole bunch of people purchase topics. We are now booked into July, I believe, for topics. So that is pretty goofy, but if you guys consider it an investment, one of those things you buy, you put away, you find it later. It's like finding a $20 bill on an old coat or something like that. It's like, oh, nice. Forgot about this.
And how could you not consider it an investment? Honestly, truly.
Investment's definitely the right word to use there. Glad I used that one. It makes a lot of sense. Cool. Well, I think we all will just go ahead and get reading these damn posts while we're here.
Cool. All right. So, as Geiger said at the beginning of the episode there's been some takes from Mr. Scorsese about Marvel movies, the MCU. Mm-hmm. And Reddit user Cloud25 posted this to the subreddit, Are Marvel Studios? Let's revisit Martin Scorsese's quote. I just watched Spider-Man No Way Home. Art is subjective, but if this movie doesn't encompass the emotional, psychological experiences to another human being, then I don't know what does. His comments were simply his own personal viewpoints, but it's also very black and white. After watching Spider-Man No Way Home, did it reinforce or diminish Scorsese's comment in your eyes? And a gal named Samantha Cruz commented, bitter old man upset that no studio would fund his boring Irishman movie. His reputation from past movies doesn't entitle him to an automatic funding. The studios aren't obligated to throw money at him when he's got a bad movie idea. Mm-hmm. His movie sucked. That is his fault, not the fault of the successful movies that he isn't making. Movie studios want to make money. If he can't sell his idea, that's entirely on him. Blaming his failure on others only makes him look pathetic.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
it certainly is. Seems like people enjoyed The Irishman. According to Wikipedia, it was nominated for 238 different awards. It won, had some Oscars, a whole bunch of Oscar noms. Seemed to be quite popular with a lot of people. So, not sure if that's what the issue. I don't think if Marty was.
It's no Spider-Man.
No one liked Irishman.
It's no Spider-Man Far From Home, though.
That's a great point, actually.
Or whatever.
It really isn't. How much money do these? That's weird. So the Irishman, it was the budget $250 million, which doesn't make sense to me.
That's the budget for the movie, $250 million.
Yeah, for the Irishman. Now, I mean, it's a 4-hour movie, right? And there's a lot of weird CGI, but that still seems like a crazy amount of money. And what's funny is the box office, it made $8 million, but it was on Netflix. I don't understand how Netflix makes money off a $250 million movie.
I don't think they do make. I think that's the secret. Is I don't think Netflix makes money.
That's really weird. Jesus Christ, that's funny. Yeah, it seemed to do all right overall. I guess people like it. I would guess it's going to be remembered more fondly than Spider-Man No Way Home.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. That is a pretty good movie.
Oh boy, here we go. There's going to be 6 different Spider-Man reboots in the next 5 years, so it's going to get lost.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, you ain't lying. I mean, they got 3 going on at the same time, anyways. We love to see it, folks, don't we?
Don't we love that shit? Hey, this was from Reddit a couple years back, posted in response to Marty's Marvel take. You know what, Scorsese? We're in the middle of a global fucking pandemic. Most are unemployed, worried, and RBG just died. If I want to watch Our Neighbor tutorial because I'm craving some goddamn wholesomeness in the midst of this vast hellscape, or put Pitch Perfect 3 on just for background noise, drown out my intrusive brain chatter so that I can fall asleep, then I'm going to do it, fucker. How about you keep yourself? Sadly, this user deleted their account shortly after that.
Yeah. We've had some pretty pathetic posts on this show. 219 episodes you gotta have. Yeah. This one kind of checks a number of boxes on the big time F slur bingo card.
Yeah. God. It's such a weird 2 odd movies to choose for his examples, by the way.
Just those milquetoast fucking I don't know, middle of the road shit that, like, I don't know, man. Pitch Perfect 3.
It's an odd choice.
Yeah, you know what? If I want to watch Legally Blonde 2, Red, White, and Blonde, that's my God-given right.
But it's, by the way, Marty's not saying you can't watch that. He's saying it's not the same as like actual cinema.
Correct.
Which I'm guessing this person even agrees with that. So why are you mad at him exactly? Like, you're saying, you're just admitting that he's right, that, yeah, Pitch Perfect 3 is not cinema. It's not, it's just garbage to put on TV to watch. Right. You guys both agree on that. He's not saying, he's not saying, well, it's a pandemic. You have to only watch Fellini or whatever.
It's never too early to play holiday music, and it's never too early to start thinking about gifts. Whether it's for a friend or the friends in your pants, you can make this season to be jolly with Manscaped. Do your little drummer boy a favor and use the Lawnmower 4.0 to avoid another silent night in the bedroom. Then add in Manscaped's top-of-the-line shower products to have the people thinking, all I want for Christmas is you. Santa cares about his sack, and so should you. Look nice when you get naughty by going to manscaped.com and using code REPORT20 for free shipping and 20% off. The Manscaped Platinum Package 4.0 is the one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. It has everything you need to help you deck the halls from face to balls just in time for mistletoe season. The Platinum Package has each product from the best-selling Performance Package plus Ultra Premium Body Wash, Ultra Premium 2-in-1 Shampoo and Conditioner, and Ultra Premium Deodorant. It's the best way to smell fresh from your Santa hat to your candy cane. The Lawnmower 4.0 Body Trimmer and the Weed Whacker Nose and Hair Ear Trimmer feature proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to protect your delicate presence. Plus, both are waterproof, so there's no issue clearing the snow out of your driveway. There's also a 4000K LED light on it, so you can light the way just like old Rudolph. Now that you've groomed your candy cane, it's time to make sure you don't smell like a reindeer with the Platinum Package's shower products. All of Manscaped's shower gear is sulfate-free, vegan, and made to have your skin feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. But smelling good doesn't stop at the shower, folks. The Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner can solve stank problems all day long. Once they touch your sack, you'll never go back. The Platinum Package 4.0 sitting under the tree is guaranteed to put anyone in the holiday spirit. And for the perfect stocking stuffer, add in the brand new Body Buffer, an incredible body scrubber that makes exfoliating easy, and it's a lot cleaner than the old loofah. Folks, get 20% off and free shipping with the code REPORT20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code REPORT20. Manscaped, get your jingle balls ready for the holidays.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, you can only watch what is it, the Sodom movie?
Sodom movie.
Oh God, what is Sallow? You can only watch Sallow when you're in lockdown.
Right. That Salo or the 120 Days of Sodom. That's right.
Yeah.
That's one of those movies. One of those movies I've heard of, and I'm just like, I can't imagine ever actually watching that. Seems it's part of it. It's like it looks kind of interesting, but there's just no way in hell I'm going to watch this thing.
And not bring myself to do it. Oh Lord. Fun. Well, hey. Oh boy, this next one comes from the subreddit Forever Alone. It was posted by a now deleted user. I feel like Travis Bickle from Taxi Driver.
Hell yeah.
I am surrounded by people, but feel lonely. I join people's conversations, but am bored. Sort of like Travis when he's listening to the other two cab drivers talk about mundane bullshit in the diner, and he is just watching the seltzer tablet fizz away. Girls seem to be initially attracted to my quirkiness, but after a week or 2 weeks if I'm lucky, they are suddenly turned off. Was it something I said or did? Do I just give off a bad vibe that they detect and avoid? Instead of having preoccupations with killing others, I have intrusive thoughts about killing myself. As much as I want to connect with others, I feel as if there is a screw loose in my head, and it won't happen. I'm paranoid. It feels like an elaborate inside joke that I'm not getting. And another deleted user replied, I found your post motivating and anti-depressing. Thanks for cheering up my Thursday night, mate.
That's tough. Yeah, this guy's definitely going to be Joker in here pretty soon. Get that Joker.
Yeah,
vibe.
This guy's got one bad day. Yep.
Yeah. Well, my quirkiness. Initially attracted to it, and then after a week, they're suddenly turned off.
Mm-hmm.
That means a very weird thing came out of his mouth. A very weird sentence was said. I was like, what the fuck was that? And he's like completely oblivious to it. Like, just saying words. Saying words to this pretty girl.
Just saying words to this pretty girl under my breath, saying them very quietly and talking into my shoulder. And having a full-blown conversation with myself and laughing. What's up? What's the deal? Why is that weird to you?
Yeah. Taxi Driver, definitely a movie that inspired a lot of similar movies. The sort of what's the term?
The loner?
Anti-hero, I guess. Yeah, very interesting character. Fun movie, lots of fun. Really, take the kids to see it. They'll have a great time. This is something I found over on our great website, rawconfessions.com. An anonymous user asked this very simple question: Goodfellas or Scarface?
Okay.
Top voted response was this: Goodfellas, hands down. Scarface is the most overrated crime drama ever. Horrible acting, with the exception of Pacino. Just a bunch of Italian and Jewish guys playing Cubans. Seems about right. But I found these interesting comments from another anonymous guy. 2 films about child raping Catholic and Jew scum. I don't like films about pedo cults and Catholic criminals are all child raping creeps. P.S. Only oppressed homosexuals and secret pedophile rapists love gangster films. Only pedophiles romanticize child raping working class scum. Mix and Jews use gangster films to trick little girls into pedophile relationships with working class pedophiles. Criminals are not rebels, they are child raping psychopaths. Well, someone challenged this guy's takes, so he responded with this. They keep the truth out of the films to make child-raping scum look cool. If they told the truth about gangsters, we would use the army to kill all those working-class child-raping scum. Are you a Mick? You talking like an evil cunt that pretends criminals ain't child-pimping psychopaths. Gangsters are working-class pedophiles. It's just... Every once in a while we get one of these kind of guys online who's kind of just says the same thing over and over. They just kind of, it's always a weird rant and they have to just kind of repeat little phrases over and over again.
You know, and you know what too? Who's to say if he's wrong or not, right? I mean, that's the real thing. That's right. Really...
Yeah, it is possible that Catholic and Jew scum are all working class pedophiles. You're right. No, you could be right, Christian.
Jew scum is such a good phrase. I mean, not good. It's actually bad.
Yeah, it's not great. But what are you gonna do?
I just think about it for the rest of my life, actually, probably. Good. Well, Raw Confessions, interesting spot to have that kind of thought. Speaking of other interesting places to have thoughts about Scorsese movies, Aussie Healer started the thread Goodfellas from 1990, very specific, over on the boards at stormfront.org.
Great.
Probably my favorite Scorsese movie, despite the fact that Henry marries a Jewess early in the film. My favorite part of the film is where that fat guy gets strangled in the car, and the montage later on with all the corpses, and when Tommy DeVito beats that guy half to death with the butt of his pistol. Tracker Warp
sounds great.
We love all the insanely violent parts of that movie, and only
we don't
parts.
We don't like the Jew marrying. That's really the disgusting part.
Well, I mean, think of where we're posting at. Tracker Warp replied,
"We're posting there?
Movies like this and The Godfather seem to me like tools for the Zionists to portray us as felons. Paramount and Warner Brothers produce and earns money off of them, and indeed, they're all run by Jews. I can't really see the pro-white message in it. How can this Hollyberg movie with race mingling in any way be considered pro-white? If it was pro-white, it would have showed Jews or blacks as the felons and not Italians or Irish.
That's interesting. Because nowadays, if Goodfellas was made today, it would be like half black cast. You think this guy would be happy about that? Hollyberg. That's funny. As if Hollywood didn't imply Jewish enough. You have to say Hollyberg.
So I make it more.
Oh, that reminds me of something I literally cannot say on the show, but it's a very similar sort of a racist thing that I read online a while ago. It was very funny. I'll tell you off the air.
I quote unquote read online. I posted.
Yeah, we posted on Stormfront.
Hey, listen.
We share an account just like many of our patrons do. Over at patreon.com/report this post.
Sign up now.
So apparently there's a subreddit called Scorsese memes. It's just about what you would think. This is from there. Is Train Spotting just a remake of Goodfellas, but instead of it being about crime world, it's about heroin? Like the main character tries to get out of that world he's in, just like Henry Hill did. He is surrounded by people who are a bad influence on him. One of his friends is a maniac. In the end of the movie, he betrays his friends for his own benefit, and one of them goes to prison. The movie features heavy voiceover throughout. He hates the life he's in, but he's always drawn back in. The soundtrack is full of 70s rock music. It's like a beat-for-beat remake. Night Shrubbery said, "It's not." Praise the Stew 00 said, "Yeah, that's a fucking yikes for me, dude." And Pink Velvet added, "You just described popular tropes from films." Like, yeah, those are just things that happen in movies.
Guys seem to his first movie he's ever seen, Goodfellas.
Yeah.
He watches his second movie he's ever seen, Train Spotting. He's like, hey.
What the? The character changes throughout the film. That reminds me of Goodfellas.
Getting a real sense of Goodfellas vibes off of this one. Sometimes
the things happen that are create tension and conflict in the plot. What's up with that? Is this like Goodfellas? Is this a Goodfellas ripoff? Yeah. 70s rock music. You never hear those.
You never hear that in a movie. No, sir. That has not become a fucking trope in and of itself, where it is now like the bullet time thing, where now movies are making fun of having it in it. Yeah.
It's so hard to find that. But I do like people just like shutting it, like not even entertaining. I like, no, shut the fuck up. What? Why are you talking about that in this Scorsese meme subreddit? Yeah. It's not a very interesting one, I gotta say, the subreddit. But I'm not a
bit of
guy.
an echo chamber, huh?
Yeah, it's it's just like, hey, it's all those memes you've seen before, but now it's Martin Scorsese related. So
somehow even worse.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, here's someone posted in this Scorsese memes subreddit. Did anyone read the official sequel book to Heat? Now I know that's not Scorsese. It's like, okay, what?
Why are we here? What are we doing?
What does this have to do with anything? There's like one rule that should be noted in this fucking subreddit. If you're going to talk about a director, it should be the one guy that his name is in the fucking subreddit. It's very odd that there is, in fact, a book called Heat 2. I did not know that.
Yeah. and the fact that he just wrote it and he's like, it didn't even try to get it made into a movie, just wrote it. You know what? And good for Michael Mann. Join us back here for our Michael Mann episode coming soon.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, hey, I found this one over on Lipstick Alley, which is the forum for black women.
That's right.
Or should I say black women's. User Fresh Orange asked the other broads over there, why does 99.99% of Martin Scorsese movies use this bad word? I'm talking, of course, about the N-word. I'm confused by it. I think it was used in Wolf of Wall Street with no apparent reason. Almost every one of his movies, it has to be added in at least once. He really likes that word and the meaning behind it. Maybe it brings back memories of when he was growing up and either hearing the word or calling people the N-word. It's the only thing I can guarantee in a Scorsese film. I can bet on an Italian and the N-word both making presence. It's rather strange to me. Does anyone know why it's constantly used? And user Wake Snatcher replied, the little bastard is sick. That's why. He is a supporter of Roman Polanski, so I don't expect him to have a moral code towards black people if he doesn't have one towards children.
Very good. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing that he said there's an N-word in the script. People are like, well, I guess that means he loves that word. That means he loves saying it. It's like, is that how movie making works? If someone is shot in the movie, it's like, well, I guess he loves murdering people. Maybe there's a lot of bad characters and they do bad things in the movies.
They love to say the N-word to show how bad of guys they are, because only bad people say that.
Well, that seems to be painting with a broad brush. But, I'm a little more open-minded about things. So.
You know what? I'll take an idea about it. Let me think on this whole N-word situation. I'll get back to you on it one way or the other.
All right, we're going to stop right here because we're going to finish the rest of this episode over on patreon.com/reportthispost. That's right. If you enjoyed this first 20-ish to 30-ish minutes of the episode, you'll be happy to know that there's about an hour extra of this one over there on patreon.com/reportthispost. Head over there, and all you got to do is subscribe for $5 a month. You'll get every single full episode with dozens of more posts a month, plus an additional bonus episode every single week. Unbelievable. This is literally millions of posts that we read on the air every single month. Possibly billions. I have not counted. In fact, I can't count. I'm actually illiterate as well. But irregardless, patreon.com/reportthispost, and we'll see you over there, and God bless.